Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about constants in Python. Now, there's not actually a type of constants in Python. This is a convention. You use all uppercase letters whenever you want to define a constant, and you assign something that never changes. So, what do we mean by that? Let's imagine that we're building a program that is dealing with a standard deck of cards. In a standard deck of cards, there are 52 individual cards. So you are probably going to be using that number 52 throughout your program. In order to make a constant, you would assign the number 52 to a label that describes what that means. Deck length is the label, the value is 52, and we use the assignment operator, the equal sign. Again, all that we're doing to make this a constant is using uppercase letters for the entire label. Why would we want to do this? Number one is readability. You're using a descriptive label instead of just having that number 52 float around throughout your code. The second is maintainability. If you assign it to a constant and then for whatever reason you do need to change it at the beginning of your program, you only have to change it in one place instead of everywhere in your program. And we'll see an example of that in just a moment. And then number three, we're avoiding hard coding the values, and that ties directly into that maintainability piece. Let's take a look at an example, and I think that this will kind of click into place here. Take a moment, read through this code. Can you tell what's happening here? We have an if-else statement, then it looks like we do something to calculate the pay, and we return the pay. Just by reading this code, can you tell what all of those numbers mean? My guess is that you could probably piece it out, but it's going to take you a minute, and you might not get it exactly correct. Basically, what we're saying is full-time hours is 40. For any number of hours that is greater than 40, we're going to assign that to the overtime variable. And we're going to reset the full hours to 40. Otherwise, if you didn't work more than 40 hours, overtime is 0. And then it turns out that this 15 is actually the hourly rate. $15 per hour times the number of hours plus their hourly rate times 1.5. So this is the overtime rate times the overtime hours. And then finally, we return the pay variable. If we refactor this using constants, it looks like this. We've now given that number 40 a descriptive label, full-time hours. The number 15 now gets a descriptive label, hourly rate, and the overtime rate is 1.5 times the hourly rate. Now, even if you're completely new to the code base, you can glance down here at the pay assignment line, and you can see exactly what all of these calculations are doing. We're taking the hourly rate and multiplying it by the hours, and we're adding to that the overtime rate times the overtime hours. If for whatever reason you have to change the hourly rate, let's say that you get a raise as an example, all you would have to do is come up here and you change the hourly rate in one location. And any time that you're using the hourly rate, like here in the calculation for overtime and down here in the calculation for pay, it's used everywhere that you've used this constant. Thanks for watching the video. Hopefully it gave you a little bit better understanding of what constants are and why you see certain things in all uppercase letters in Python. Good luck on today's bite.